This sucked. We are at the end of week 3 of our carnivore adventure, and this is going to be our final day. I know, wah, wah, wah. We started this thinking 6 weeks, we're gonna go hard, we're gonna go heavy. This sucked. I'm not gonna lie to you, this carnivore stuff is not for me. I like doing these experiments. I'm usually, even when they're not working out, I'm usually excited to see what's gonna happen with my blood results, or just seeing like if I feel like crap or if I feel better. I have seen 0 positive effects from this. This has done nothing but make me cook every single day. It's taken a lot more time than your traditional diet because I have done the actual steaks and everything. Yes, I could have went out to Five Guys or something like that, somewhere that uses better quality meat, so to speak, and get something done. I could have went out to restaurants and things like that, could have got steaks cooked, but I wanted to do it all in-house. I wanted to do it all the right way, you know, first time ever doing this. So not to mention the time, the amount of money, it's like $250 to $300 a week in steaks to get grass-fed, grass-finished, to do it the right way, right? So just with that, and I had some money aside for this. I actually had some money aside for this and my next adventure, and I just sort of spent it all on this. So my next adventure is gonna be cut short a little bit, but that's okay. I wanted to do it. I wanted to give it a chance, and it just wasn't what I thought it would be. I've gotten no mental clarity from it. I've gotten no increased energy, better energy output, the highs and lows that come along with some of our traditional dieting. I've got none of that. And for me, I'm thinking it may be either one, I did keto for so long that I became keto adapted, and this is not keto, but my body is efficient at running off of fats for energy. So I've had 0 carbs for, well, we'll get to that, but it's been 0 carbs now, actually zero for almost 21 days. So I have no highs and lows, but I didn't have highs and lows before either. I'm pretty steady because my diet is pretty steady. Even with, well, I guess with the cheat days and stuff, there were some highs and lows. The next day you don't feel the best, you feel all bloated, stuff like that. But the energy is still okay. Sleep is a little tough that night of cheat days, but you know all that. You can go back to other videos that I have talking about that. So I felt like I didn't get any sort of positive effects from it. Very time consuming, very money consuming. So why keep going with this? So 3 weeks, 21 days, that's what we're on. This week I decided to see what a carb day would do. If it would have a negative effect on anything, if it would drop my energy levels, if it would give me brain fog that I would come back from. So we started this week with a carbohydrate day of around 350 grams. Because I did get some outside carbs. I did have some fries, rice, potatoes, and French fries. So not the cleanest carbs on the fries side, but that's okay too, because I wanted to see what that would do. And there was zero effects from it. 0 negative effects, 0 positive effects, just 0. So that didn't really affect anything other than maybe making me want that stuff more the next day and the day after. So like that's that mental game, but we played that with those cheat days, and we're very, very good at getting past that. Not a problem. So today, for our last day, day 21, we are down almost 10 pounds. We're down 9 pounds for 21 days. We weren't trying to get down. We weren't trying for any weight loss. As you can see, the physique in the beginning, again, not a priority, but just why not include that as well, right? So today we have one meal that we are eating today. One meal. Right now we are at 18 hours fasted. This is going to be our one meal. Look at this thing. Look at this. We got a 36-ounce grass-fed, grass-finished Tomahawk Steak. Grab it by the handle, go to town with this thing. So we're gonna cook this up. This may make 2 meals today, not really sure. All in all, this thing is 2,250 calories, and we're looking at 18 grams of carbs, 153 grams of fat, and 198 grams of protein. So traditionally through this whole process, we've been almost at a 50-50 split between carbs and fats. Sometimes, depending on what cut we use, sometimes the fats would go a little higher, like 54, and other times the protein would be a little higher at around that 54, 55 mark. But it's been pretty steady this whole time. So one steak alone, 2,200 calories. That's what we're gonna take in today. That's gonna be our meal. Ooh, so here we got that finished piece. Look at this thing. This thing, compared to my hand, just as big as my hand. Look at that, incredible. Absolutely incredible. We're gonna try to get a really nice cut here. Should just fall right off. Oh yeah. Well, not exactly, but I've seen people do this on their cooking shows and all that stuff, and it seems like it's so easy. I think I got the wrong knife for it, but. So that's going to be our meal. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Really does. You definitely do get a taste for steak. Like, you start craving it. You start like really looking forward to it, like especially the fattier cuts too. It's incredible like that part of the transition of what your body goes through. Jesus, I got this knife in my hand like I'm gonna stab somebody. But overall, it's been an interesting 3 weeks. It's been cool to figure out how this works. If it works for me, it doesn't. That should not mean that you don't try it if that's something you want to do. I truly, truly believe that sometimes it's not finding out what works for you. It's just as important to find out what doesn't work for you. Now I know. I'll never have that thought in the back of my head like, oh, maybe carnivore's for me. Should I try it? Tried it. Didn't last the 6 weeks. Went 3. One of the few challenges that I failed, or experiments that I failed, but not really a failure because it just didn't interest me. Like, I found myself wanting to cheat. I found myself not into it. And when you're not into it, then what's the point? If you're not seeing any benefits from it, then pivot, move on to something else. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's 3 weeks of carnivore. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of this thing on our last day. And I hope you learned something from this. I hope you try things. Like, that's what this channel, I just want you to get out there and try new things. Like, don't be scared to. And give it a good, I'm not gonna get a blood test with this because I like to give things a good 6 weeks. That's why 6 weeks is usually my minimum. But another benefit of this is I've gotten really, really good at cooking steak. Like, super good. Like, I'm almost top level. I wouldn't try to compete with anybody, but I'm gonna think to myself, I'm almost top level. So, I hope this video helped you out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next. Just a little after the credits action here. Look at this. Look at that cut. Man, I told you, I'm getting really, really good at this. I got really, really good at this. See you next time.